Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. Also hit the bell to be notified of our upcoming videos. This is a review of the NORQAIN Adventure Sport DLC. NORQAIN is a relatively new Swiss-made watch brand, but they come from generations of experience and do a lot right out of the bat. Their initial collection includes watches such as the Freedom, which we've also reviewed, and the Adventure. And the Adventure, I believe, is their entry-level model. It's definitely one of the most simple watches, but it's quite satisfying. This watch really grew on me in a number of ways, and that's really after I wore it. I appreciated the style as well as the simple elegance of just having a watch on your wrist that is able to do what it's meant to do very well. The case is 42 millimeters wide. It's not that thick, at about just under 13 millimeters in thickness, and this version in steel is the DLC model, so it has a DLC coating that's diamond-like carbon, and that coats the steel. It looks black, it is black, and it offers a high degree of scratch resistance. One of the small things that you have as a sort of sacrifice in having a watch that's this black is the markers on the bezel are a little hard to see. There's not too many of the markers on there, and you can definitely see them if it's in the light, but it's a little bit of style over functionality, but you know what, it doesn't bother me. Nice operation on the rotating bezel there. Nice clicks, and the lume pip is actually quite visible. So if you're someone that likes bezels that only has one point on it, actually you might like this one because it definitely has a little bit of that feel. You look closely at the dial of the Adventure Sport. It's got a little bit of a texture to it, and the lume is sort of an off-white cream colored lume, which I find to be more attractive than if it was white. And NORQAIN is not the only company to experiment with different sort of off-white colors for the lume, but I find that an off-white color has a little bit more of an organic feel to it, which I tend to appreciate. Even though the dial is relatively sparse, the texture makes it feel a little bit more interesting, and I like that. The case has the signature NORQAIN plaque on the side, and like the other models, you can pay a little bit extra to get the plaque personalized. And what happens is, because you have the plaque, it helps visually even out the watch to make it a little bit more symmetrical. The watch is very comfortable, especially on this very high quality rubber strap. The collection does include other watches with bracelets, but there is no bracelet in DLC offered at this time for the Adventure Sport DLC. So there it is again on the wrist, 42 millimeters wide. One of the things about this watch, actually I need to take the watch off again to show you, is the movement. And the movement is a Swiss-made ETA 2824. It's actually an extremely nice execution of the 2824. And what I also want to say is that compared to watches with lower quality rubber straps, this one's easy to take on and off. So I'm going to give that a little bit of a wipe down there. And you can see through the exhibition case back a relatively nicely decorated execution of the 2824. With that said, the 2824 is a movement that you typically find in not low quality, but lower priced watches. And so this is about as much as I'd be willing to spend for a watch with a Swiss-made ETA 2824 movement in there. Again, nothing wrong with it, but it is a movement that you typically find in slightly lower end watches. With that said, the execution of the movement, the decoration, what I mean, has been done very well by NORQAIN. So let's put the watch back on. Wearing this is so nice when you're doing actual sports because the watch hugs your wrist very well, and it's quite snug on the rubber strap. So once again, this is a NORQAIN Adventure Sport DLC. It's 42 millimeters wide in a lovely sort of dark gunmetal, almost completely black DLC coating. Retail price is $2,170, and you can see the full review on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.